Hey everyone, for today's tech tip, I want to show you a few different neat code generation shortcuts for Java in IntelliJ. So I've got a simple class here called vehicle with a bunch of private fields. And the first thing I want to do is create a constructor for this class so I can start using it and creating instances of it in my code. So I can do this quite easily by using the generate shortcut, which on Mac is Command-N and on Windows Control-N. So if I press Command-N here, I'm gonna get a bunch of options to generate different code stubs. So if I select constructor, and then I get a dialog asking me which fields I want to initialize by my constructor. I'm gonna go ahead and select all of them, press OK, and boom, IntelliJ just generates your constructor for you. I didn't even have to type one single character there. So after that, I might be interested in generating some getters and setters for my fields. So again, I'm just gonna press Command-N, select here, getters and setters. IntelliJ is gonna give me all my different fields that I can generate getters and setters for. And I'm gonna go ahead and select all of them. And there we go. All my getters and setters generated like that. So at this point, I'm thinking, yeah, this is nice and all, but why are my getters and setters at the top? Usually I like to have them at the bottom, and I like to have my constructor right beneath my fields. So I kind of have an overview of the class when I start reading it. So this can easily be fixed by actually using another little shortcut. So if I double tap Shift, and then I'm going to search everywhere. So I can actually search here for Rearrange code. And if I press enter, then it's going to rearrange my code perfectly. So I have my vehicle here and all the getters and setters are in order. So that's pretty cool. So at this point, I'm thinking about how I can use this new class that I've created, vehicle, and instantiate it in my code. So let's create an instance of vehicle here called dream car. And actually, I've got a new vehicle that's red, it's driven by me, with brand Ferrari, and a bunch of other properties that I'm passing to the constructor. So it's quite a long constructor statement here, and that's why the builder pattern was invented, to abstract the instantiation of complex objects from the constructor, and we can make that look a lot more readable and be a lot more flexible if we implement that pattern. So what IntelliJ does for us here is it allows me to go in my vehicle class and simply go ahead and search for that action in my actions, and I can actually search for that action, which is called replace constructor with builder. So what happens here if I press enter is I'm gonna get a dialog which asks me for what options I want to include in my builder, and I'm just going to go ahead and pick all the default settings. As you can see, it will create a new class called vehicle builder. So if I click refactor there and add that file to Git. So what's happened here is that IntelliJ has added a vehicle builder class to my project, which contains the implementation of the builder pattern for my vehicle class. And it has replaced the call of the constructor in my main function here, where it now uses the builder to instantiate my dream car. So you never have to write a builder implementation by yourself again, and you can always generate it with IntelliJ. So yeah, those are just a few cool things you can do. Let us know in the comments if you have any more suggestions for tips or content, and have a great Tuesday.